Feeling behind in life. Any advice on this? Since the moment I took a gap year, I felt behind in life, even though in reality I'm doing much, much better than the average 19-year-old right now. It is just that I know some people who are the same age as me who are doing better in life. I'm talking about making 70k a month, earning their first million, retiring their family. And it just fucks me up mentally. I never really feel fulfilled. Comparison is the thief of joy, but I don't know how to battle that. And then you may say, oh, but you're doing so good for your age. But that is if you look at the average 18 to 25-year-olds who are just chasing girls and parties. But I see that as a failure. I see myself way higher than that. Maybe I am blinded by ego. I don't know if this is an essential part of my journey or if I am just putting too much in my head. Would love to hear some advice. Let's see what advice he got first, and then I'll tell you my idea. Carlo said, I feel that too. I'm 22 and in the same boat. It's a feeling of doubt made up by your own resistance, like you'll never be fulfilled. The way to battle it is to work harder on your goals. Ask yourself, what would others gain over you if you pursued your dreams? I recommend checking out Hard Times, Create Strong Men. That's a brilliant book, by the way. I think all men should read that book. Alvin said, it's a part of the process to feel like you are constantly behind in life. You're always wanting some out of life. And it's a great thing too, an indicator that you are succeeding at such a young age, so celebrate yourself. Reality is waking up to a constant battlefield, an internal psychological never-ending war. Take heed of your intuition and those feelings, plan and execute your strategy. So you have to ask yourself, what do you want more? And what are you going to sacrifice to get that? Comparison is the thief of joy. Yeah, if you don't take action. It sounds like you're taking action. Keep doing it. Don't get down looking at people your age doing better than you. Get inspired. Perception is reality. Man, look at him. He's the same age as me, making my yearly wage in a week, has a beautiful girlfriend, retired his family, and look at me, still in my childhood home, no girlfriend, and barely making enough to pay rent. Versus, bro, how much is he making? And that's his girlfriend. He retired his family, and he's my age. That's awesome. If he can do it, why can't I? Perception is reality. Comparison is the thief of joy if you don't take action. But when you use comparison as fuel and inspiration, it's one hell of a motivator. Keep leveling up, lad, and don't feel let down because someone is further ahead in the game than you. Get inspired by them and take action. Keep at it, bro. You're probably doing a lot better than you think. Hope this helps. This was the best comment today, so I'll pin this one. Now let me give you my thoughts on this. If you're feeling behind in life, let's say you're 18 to 22, 23 years old, and you are hearing of some people who are your age who are making 5 figures a month, 10K, 20K, 30K a month, and you feel behind, what should you do? Now, here's the thing. Most people, if you were watching this kind of video by basically any other creator on the internet, they'd tell you what you want to hear. Like the moment you saw this figure, 99% of people would expect me to say, or, expect the creator to say, oh, well, that's really unrealistic and almost no one gets there. So don't worry, you're not actually that behind. But I'm not here to stroke your little soft spot like mommy. You don't click on a Hamza video to get mommy's nurturing touch. You click on a Hamza video because you want to get called a fucking pussy and you want more motivation and more of a push to do the work. There are people your age who are 100 times more successful than you, self-made. There are people your age who have a 10 times better physique than you, naturally. There are people your age that have a beautiful girlfriend that you could only dream of without paying for her or anything weird like that. There are. Now, me and you, if we were left-wing little liberal little pussies, we could be sat here saying, yeah, but statistically it's just not likely. And the cost of living crisis, we could just be like weak little peasants. But the truth is, since we're not going to be Jeffries, the truth is, you may as well just believe that you can do it. The only way that you will achieve those things is if you believe that you can do it. That is the only way. And we can be sat here breaking down the math and saying, you know what, it's so extremely rare. It's just so unreasonable. There's no point. But if you do that, then there's a 100% chance that you don't make it. Or let's say there's a 0% chance that you make it. If you delude yourself to thinking it's possible, guess what? There's a 0.1% chance you make it. It suddenly went from impossible to possible, but extremely unlikely. I like those odds. Because what the fuck else are you going to do in your life other than just shoot for the moon with your goals? Like really think about it. How do non-ambitious people live with themselves? Like, just imagine, like they'll just like choose to just think small, even though it's free to think big, and even though when you think big, it adds the chance that you can achieve those things. People just like staying in their bubble. Like, I guarantee there's a bunch of Jeffreys who would have loved it if I said like, oh, well, this is absurd and you're not behind in life. No, if you feel behind in life, it's because you feel like you've got potential, which means that, okay, you've got some healthy fucking testosterone. You've got some like decent dick and ball size. Okay, then I'm happy for you. Fuck yeah. Don't let anyone tell you to lower your thinking, to lower your ambition. That's disgraceful to say to a young man. Oh, bro, just don't push so hard. Don't work so hard. Lower your ambition. Not everyone can make it. No, fuck that. Is there truth in what these people, like the peasants, would tell you? Yeah, sure. Not everyone can be a millionaire. Yeah, fair enough. Statistically, like mathematically, it just doesn't make sense. Fine. But you can. No matter which country you're from, no matter like what like inferiority complex or insecurity you have, you can make it. Success is just a cause and effect. If you do the causes, then you will get the result. But you will only do the actions to get the result if you believe that you can get the result in the first place. So in this video, I don't want to just blow you down and say, oh, well, it's so unlikely and you're doing just fine. No, because I'm not going to invalidate your feelings like everyone else. There's a reason why you feel behind in life. There's a reason why you feel dissatisfied. It's because you are destined for more. Of course you are. That's why you're watching this fucking video. Look at the fucking look at the low fucking production we've got here. I'm recording my fucking Google Chrome screen. There's no flashy edits or anything. But you're watching this like nodding your head, hyping along to it because you've got real potential. Bro, I'm telling you right now, I want you to like visualize your city, like your town. Imagine like being on like Google Maps, seeing above everyone's homes, and imagine chopping off the top of everyone's home so you could see inside. Imagine you could see inside all the schools. Like people look like almost like ants. I'm telling you right now, if you looked over your entire city, there's not a single guy that you could see who's watching content like this, who's as ambitious as you are. I'm telling you. If you're watching a video like this, you have one in like a fucking 100,000 ambition, maybe even more. So fucking pursue it and be very careful of anyone who would tell you like, no, you're not behind. No, it's okay. Just relax. There's a reason why you feel like this, because you are destined for more. So achieve it. It's so easy for people to tell you like, no, you're not, you're exactly where you need to be. It's okay. It's okay. And people love pushing this message to young people these days, but it's not okay. It's not okay because you know that you've got more in you. So make it happen. Now, I've made countless videos where I tell you, okay, what you can do to achieve success as a young person. Start a business, get into a great career, get into the gym, make money online, grow your personal brand, learn how to date, have brotherhood in your life, improve your mental health, your physical health, improve your sleep, regulate your nervous system, all the things that we talk about, self-improvement, keep yourself safe from evil women who would accuse you of crazy shit, whatever. There's like, 100 different things that you can work on. So work on them and allow this negative feeling that you have inside of you to fuel this journey for you. Don't push it away. Whenever you feel like you're not enough, whenever you feel like you're behind, use that as a source of energy instead of allowing it to kind of make you sink deeper into your chair and to think, oh man, everyone's doing better than me. Look, this guy's got a better physique than me, whatever. Use it to push harder. I'm going to tell you right now, this is something that most people actually don't know. This is only something that you'll really learn once you're actually inside the winners club. I'm going to pass you on a secret from here. You're not allowed inside right now, but I'm going to come outside to the door and tell you something. Everyone inside the winners club, they're all dissatisfied. 100% of winners, 100% of successful people have huge levels of dissatisfaction, negative emotion inside of them. They also have very high positive emotion as well, big beliefs and stuff. But I'm telling you right now, it is an absolute cause of success having dissatisfaction for your current level, along with also the will and the consistency and the hard work to take you to the next level. What I'm saying is, every single successful person to have ever existed feels a lot of dissatisfaction exactly like you do. poor people, Jeffries, don't. Jeffries actually have a level of satisfaction with their level in life, which is odd because if I asked you, like, who do you think feels more satisfied, Jeffrey or Adonis, the loser or the winner? You'd say, well, the winner. But it's actually so interesting because that's not the case. Winners experience more dissatisfaction than the losers. So if you want to be an Adonis and if you've got like the potential for it, you will literally feel more like symptoms of dissatisfaction than the peasant who of course is fine at being stuck at the low level, right? Now it kind of makes sense, right? It's a bit of the opposite kind of way that you probably would have thought it was going to go. You probably would have thought the Adonis guy, the winner, was going to be more satisfied. But no, he experiences more dissatisfaction because that's his big thinking, his big ambition telling him like, no, okay, this is nice, but it's not enough. And what I would suggest is, now that you know this, and you don't want to end up like one of those miserable, successful people who's, super successful, super rich, but then they're always dissatisfied their entire life. If you couple dissatisfaction, which is, okay, not being content with where you are in life, but then also with gratitude, which is that you take some happiness and appreciation for what you have in life, you have this weird split where you're grateful for what you have, but you're dissatisfied at the level, or let's say you're not satisfied with staying here forever. That's the best mix. If you just have dissatisfaction with some work ethic, you can become extremely successful, but often those people become miserable and depressed. If you just have like the gratitude thing and you're kind of satisfied, then you'll just stay a Jeffrey forever. But if you have dissatisfaction with gratitude and then with the work ethic, you'll basically appreciate the level you're at, appreciate the people who are in your life, appreciate, the business success you've had and the physique, whatever, you'll smile about it, but you won't be content with it. You'll have higher ambition to keep pushing. That's the best case scenario. So the practical advice I'm going to give you in this video is be dissatisfied with where you are in life. You know how Ahmed here is like saying that, he feels dissatisfied, he feels negative about his level. That's actually a good thing. Now, 99% of people are Jeffries and they'll literally get like sort of manipulate you, gaslight you, and sort of, make you feel like a bad person because they'll tell you, no, just be grateful and, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You're exactly where you need to be. But I'm telling you, the 1% of people who are like Adonis, they actually benefit from this level of dissatisfaction. It's the entrepreneur who's dissatisfied with like some service or some product that then he ends up making his own one. It's the influencer who's dissatisfied with the state of the world, and so he tries to spread a message that goes viral online to change like the culture and people's opinions. Like that's like my job. I like to sort of help men with like men's issues. So think about, okay, you're dissatisfied at this level. It's not enough for you because you're better. Don't let anyone diminish that kind of negative energy inside of you, because that's how you'll go on to achieve great things. And if you want to join this community, it'll be the top link in the description if you want to ask questions like this, or if you want to join and get access to all the courses that I've recorded here. It's really like an awesome place if you're a young man who's really ambitious. I'll see you inside.